girl had tons of dating experience, but deep down she was actually very innocent because she didn't know how to say no. She agreed every time someone confessed to her, but none of her relationships ever lasted more than 2 months. It turned out every guy she met was a jerk, which made her stop believing in love. That is, until she met Jack. For the first time, she finally understood what it meant to love and be loved. One day, Jack lost a bet with his friends and was forced to confess to Jenny. He thought for sure she'd reject him hard, but to his surprise, Jenny said yes. She even pulled Jack home with her the very same day, because in her mind, being a girlfriend meant she had the duty to take care of her boyfriend and fulfill his expectations. But instead of focusing on her, Jack became strangely interested in a nearby cabinet. He pulled open the drawer to peek inside, just as Jenny suddenly walked back into the room. Jenny was known as the prettiest it girl in the whole grade, a dream girl every guy secretly wished for. Wherever she went, she shined like a star. And Jack, he was a total nobody. 16 years single, he had never even held a girlfriend's hand. Even catching a glimpse of Jenny from afar was enough to make his face turn red. Lately, the class had been buzzing with rumors that Jenny changed boyfriends every few months. Jack was curious, sure, but he knew the distance between them could never be closed. And then one day, Jenny suddenly showed up right in front of him. The school had a survey to fill out, and she'd forgotten her pen, so she asked to borrow Jack's. His brain went completely blank. In that instant, he remembered back in first grade, Jenny had been cheerful, friendly to everyone. That's when Jack secretly fell for her. He never thought his unreachable crush would come crashing into reality because of a stupid bet with his friends. Whoever got the highest exam score had to confess to the girl he liked most, so Jack was forced to slip a little love note into Jenny's shoe locker. To his shock, Jenny actually came to meet him. Jack was so nervous he felt like he might crap his pants, but with his friends watching, he had no choice but to man up. Even if he got rejected, at least he would have given it his best shot. So Jack confessed, "I like you," and the moment he said it, he froze. His friends watching nearby couldn't believe what they were seeing. Soon after, the two of them were walking home together. Jack couldn't stop wondering why Jenny would ever agree to go out with him. After all, they'd hardly ever talked before. Jenny just smiled and said, "Then let's start getting to know each other now. Isn't that how you end up falling in love?" Jack stood there stunned. Jenny worried he thought she was just a shallow girl who didn't care who she dated. But actually, she had high standards. She couldn't stand guys who never cut their nails, or those who didn't wipe their sweat. And she wouldn't date flashy guys who could sing, dance, rap, and play basketball. But no matter what people said, whenever someone confessed to her, it still made her happy. Even if those feelings seemed weak, she wanted to give people a chance. Because maybe, a faint crush could grow into something real. Wasn't that exciting to think about? The sad truth was, none of her relationships ever reached that point. Every time, she ended up being dumped. And people started thinking she was easy. But the truth was the exact opposite. She gave her whole heart to every relationship. Even though she dressed sexy and bold, her personality was straightforward and pure. And if another boy confessed to her while she was dating, she would reject him on the spot. That day, they arrived at Jenny's house. Her family happened to be out, so she invited Jack inside. Jack thought they'd just sit in the living room, but she took him straight to her bedroom. His brain short-circuited instantly. Jenny told him to sit anywhere he liked while she went downstairs to grab drinks. Left alone, Jack realized this was the first time he'd ever been in a girl's room. That's when he noticed the cabinet next to him wasn't closed properly. Curiosity tugged at him. He wanted to peek inside. He told himself not to, but his heart was pounding out of control. His brain refused to listen, so he swore he'd only look for 2 seconds. And right at that moment, Jenny suddenly walked back in.